Okay, look, I can totally respect this comment right here. This is the breakdown I did, which it looks like it's picking up traction right now. I'm not a big channel, but it looks like it's picking up traction with the views. Usually, when that happens, there's a lot of bot comments. Zayad Rabbani, Lebanese composer and son of iconic singer Fairuz, dies at age 69. Usually, there's bot comments, right? But I can respect this comment, even if it's a bot or not. Uh, at Cosmic Chemical or whatever. I can, whatever that is, Rayu, Raya, Akkad, whatever. I can respect that. I'm confused. What are you talking about? That's respectable because this could catch people off guard. What I do as a decoding channel. This is my reply. I'm just curious if it makes sense. I understand and I'm here to help you understand. I think these stories they give us are all connected using the language with patterns as well. Remember how Trump worked at McDonald's? McDonald's has Donald in it. Also, their mascot, Ronald McDonald, at one point, anyways, it was Ronald. Well, Ronald Reagan was the last president before Trump to supposedly get shot. Isn't that interesting, right? And I put letters have numerical values as well, like the alphabet song they taught us. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, for example. When the numbers match with these stories, it's obvious to me with what I stated, these stories are made up and pumped out to us daily as some kind of coded script. And then I put, I hope that makes sense. So I can understand comments like that, and I respect it, and I'm here to to I don't know if I should say teach, but I'm here to just spread this. I happen to have this gift to see this. If you want to say it's my opinion or whatever, okay. Here I have another example. I don't even know how to say the guy's last name. Tom Lehrer. I'll try to figure it out on the fly right now. But you see, this guy died now, right? Here he is right here, and we can do this together. How to pronounce? Not like it really matters. I know how to spell it. Tom Lehrer. Tom Lehrer. That doesn't sound right, huh? Let's go to videos. Okay, so let's click this video.
Tom Lehrer.
Tom Lehrer.
Tom Lehrer.
Tom Lehrer. So that's what we're gonna go with, okay? So Tom Lehrer, song satirist and mathematician, dies at 97. Here he is right here. Let's ask Google, what does satire mean? The use of humor, irony, exaggeration, or ridicule to expose and criticize people's stupidity. Right?
Satire.
The use of humor, irony, exaggeration, or ridicule to expose and criticize people's stupidity or vices, particularly in the context of contemporary politics and other topical issues, okay? Never heard of the guy until this death. I think it's trending for a reason, and I think it's by this code, and these numbers that go along with it. So this guy, I'll read his little bio here. Thomas Andrew Lehrer was an American musician, singer, songwriter, satirist, and mathematician who later taught mathematics and musical theater. He recorded uh, pithy or pithy and humorous, often political songs that became popular in the 50s and 60s. And this is a great example of what I was talking about with that comment, because during this breakdown, there's at least two other interesting connections with totally different people. And you know what's amazing? One of them is this guy over here that just died. So that's perfect. Ziad Rabbani. So that's perfect. So that goes along with how I started this. Okay, so this guy dies at 97. Now, is he known for like a particular song or what? Let's ask Google. Known for what song? Is it just like the piano or what is it? The Elements. Okay? The Elements. Now, okay, so primarily known for these humorous songs, The Elements being one of his most famous. This song lists all the chemical elements, and there could be some symbolism here, okay? Chemical elements known at the time, set to the tune of the Major General's song from Gilbert. I don't know what the hell that is. But let's let's get a quick sample of the song. Oh man, looks like there's some lyrics. And I don't know if this is going to play, right? But we want to get semi familiar with the guy. Okay, so he's talking about chemicals. I guess that's interesting, right?
Nitrogen and rhenium and nickel, neodymium, neptunium.
Is that interesting? And let's just ask Google. We're kind of playing stupid here. What are chemicals? Okay. Substances with. Don't laugh at me. I know there's some kind of symbolism here. Substances with a defined composition that make up everything around us, including both natural and manufactured substances. They can be pure substances like elements or mixtures. Chemicals are the building blocks of matter. That could be interesting too. Maybe like chemicals in our food, right? I don't know. Maybe things added. So there could be some kind of symbolism there, possibly, right? We have to take note of things like that, okay? We have to take note of things like that. So he's got this song. So he's talking about all these chemicals here. And he just goes over all these chemicals. Man, when did this song release? Let's find out when this song released. And I have a breakdown to get to, but I like to get familiar. I like to get familiar with these characters, and we do this together, okay? Okay, released in 68, composed in 59. It was first performed in 59, okay, and first published in 68. You see? So you see how numbers come into play here. And look, we take that song, The Elements, we go to the calculator over here. Here's that calculator, and we just put the elements. You know why that's amazing? Because the elements equals 126. I swear that video is a minute 26. The elements. Look at this. Look at that right there. Do I need to zoom in? Look at that. Look. The video. this Element song is a minute 26 long. Look at that right there. 1 minute 26, and the Elements equals 126. That's what I'm talking about on the fly. You can't recapture. There's no cause of death. He is 97, so he's old. Not specified the cause of death. His longtime friend David Herder said Lehrer died Saturday at his home in Cambridge. Let's play this video that I have associated. So I want to know, does that make sense what I just said? Hopefully that same person is tuning in to this. Are you a real person? Do you understand what I just said? And again, I'm not to criticize or down you. I mean, I want more people to pick up on this code. Let's play this. Now, this is that part of the code that sometimes is confusing. That's that ABC123 cipher that I spoke of with 26 letters in the alphabet. Okay? A is 1, all the way to Z is 26. Look at dude's full name. Thomas Andrew Lehrer. Look at that. 207. He dies on the 207th day of the year. You see? July 26th, the 207th day of the year, and his full name equals 207 in the language. I don't think that that's a coincidence. And I dropped this decode on my Math to Con channel yesterday. Gwyneth Paltrow, the new spokesperson for Astronomer, that's connected with that Kiss Cam story and the CEO stepping down. She's the ex-wife of Chris Martin, the head guy in Coldplay, the band. Now she's a spokesperson for this company, Coldplay. Chris Martin called out the Kiss Cam. Andy Byron got caught hugging that other character. That whole script, right? But look, that's trending, and Gwyneth Paltrow equals 207. And it's the same cipher, okay, as this guy's full name, 207. And then dies on the 207th day of the year. And you could see that was trending the same day this dude died, also the 207th day of the year. Gwyneth Paltrow has 72. Even this guy dies the 26th, and it's trending the next day on the 27th. Okay, 207 is like 27. Ritual does equal 27 in the code, okay? You get that 72 with Gwyneth Paltrow. Look at these 27. She's born on the 27th. Now, this is an actress. She was in Seven and a few other movies. I'm not a Shakespeare in Love, I think, was one of them. But a big actress on the world stage. She's born on the 27th. Her birthday is the 270th day of the year, like 27. 27 date numerology on her birthday. And she's the new spokesperson for Astronomer, the company involved in the Coldplay Kiss Cam drama. Spokesperson has 172. She's born in 72. So look at how these two stories sync up with the 207, 27, 72. Even his middle name, Andrew, if you reverse the alphabet, Z is 1, A is 26. Andrew, his middle name equals 97, and he dies at age 97. Notice how his birthday before his death, April 9th, the last birthday before his death, is the 99th day of the year. Thomas Andrew Lehrer equals 99 and 90. And he's even born on the 9th. So His name syncs up with his birthday. His name syncs up with his death. Okay? Look at that. There's just the 4 base ciphers, okay? So the forwards and the reverse is pretty simple. You have reduction, straight up numerology. You got 26 letters, but 10 is the J, 1 plus 0 is 1, K is 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. So Z is the 26th letter of the alphabet, 2 plus 6 is 8. So it's going to be single digits, and you just add it all up. And remember, the elements was a minute 26 long, and the elements equals 126. It says that's what he's known for. And if you think of the elements, sun, moon, sky. Look at this right here. The elements of the sun, moon, and sky are the components that make them up and how they interact. And, remember that song he was naming all the chemicals and everything? Look at this. The Earth's atmosphere, and they're talking about nitrogen, oxygen, and other gases. Isn't that amazing? Because in the Coldplay breakdown, remember their first album, Parachutes? Look, it's the globe. Look at the album cover. Look, it's a yellow globe. You see that? And that was all connected. Remember, NASA's founding anniversary is tomorrow. Okay? And I don't want to go into all of that stuff again, but there's this theme that's going on, man, with the elements and NASA and the moon and the sun. And look at how that connects there as well. So damn, that's pretty wild. But let's go back over here because I'm trying to make this simple for y'all to understand. It's just it becomes difficult when things pop up on the fly that are relevant. It's like, oh crap. Okay? So back over here. And reverse reduction is the same thing, it's just the alphabet in reverse. Q would be the 10th letter, 1 plus 0 is 1. And then so on, and you just reduce it. So you see his last birthday was the 99th day of the year, born on the 9th. And Thomas Andrew Lehrer equals 99. They kind of compared him to Weird Al. If nobody's really familiar with this guy, they kind of compared him to Weird Al. Or this guy may be Weird Al ahead of his time. I don't know if you heard of Weird Al Yankovic. I guess that's what they're referring to as far as the satire and that. We also had these 99s with another very recent decode I did. So this is where these stories all connect. You see that? 99, 99, 9, 90, like 9. This score of the WNBA, basketball may be something you can familiarize more with. Look at this. Los Angeles Sparks and the New York Liberty tied up at 99. And then Rakea Jackson kind of hits the flip-in layup at the buzzer to win the game. Look at how it says My 9 down there. Like it was Channel 9, or I don't know what that's referring to, but look at the 9s. Again, tied at 99. That was a top trending story. One more time. And I also recently have let y'all know with the WNBA, there's a lot of things associated with the sky. You have that Skylar Diggins player. You have a lot of teams referring to the sky. You have the Chicago Sky. You have the Houston Comets. Phoenix Mercury, right? You think of the NBA team, the Phoenix Suns. There's also more teams that refer to the Seattle Storm, which is kind of interesting related to the sky. There's more, I just can't think of it. But you see how these 99s all connect. Even Bubba Wallace became the first black race car driver, I guess is what they're calling them, to win a major race. I think they said in Indianapolis, I think is how they put it. I just dropped this decode as I speak right now. This just dropped within a half hour ago. And look at his name, William Darrell Wallace Jr. is how they list his full name. His name equals 99, and that's trending. So you see that? That's what I'm talking about to the comment earlier. Look at, you see, it's not a coincidence that those numbers are going to line up like that. I do this daily, okay? This guy, Tom Lehrer, he even died 108 days after his birthday. Bubba Wallace's date of birth is 108. The 10th month and the 8th day, 108. And this is more basic, connected to the breakdown here. Satirist? It kind of looks like Satanist, huh? Doesn't it? But however you say it, that's how you spell it. And maybe that's like satire. I don't know. But we looked at the definition earlier. Look at 34, and you see it in the title. Mathematician, too. That's interesting as we're talking about letters and numbers, huh? Look at that. 34 and 65. Middle name Andrew, 34 and 65. Thomas Lehrer equals 65. And don't forget Andrew, 97, dead at age 97. So, it might have been time to go, but we got to expose this number system in this language, right? We're not saying everybody that dies, if it's on the world stage and it hits trending, it's going to be by this code. This is what everybody sees. It's put in front of our faces like entertainment, celebrities, right? Well, I think it goes deeper, and you don't have to be a celebrity, and you could see this stuff within your own life if you paid attention. You just may not want to believe it. Don't forget Walmart is trending with Bubba Wallace. Okay? That's what I speak of here. Right? What do you think about this? So they say this guy had political songs. He died July 26th. Ziad Rabbani also died July 26th. Look, political satirist or satirist, however they say it. So political, they both use satire. They both die on the same day. They both die on Sinead O'Connor's 2-year death anniversary. Sinead O'Connor was known for her outspoken political views. You see that? Also involved with music. July 26, July 26, July 26, they got the political connections with opinions on political stuff. Look at that. And let me fix that image real quick. So that's cool how that comment was under this video. Ziad Rabbani. And look how it comes together. You see that? Right? So I hope I made myself clear. Let's play this video. See? Right? Okay, so there may be more stuff in there as well. Even Tom Lehrer, 51, math, 15. Tom Lehrer also has that 48. It's been hitting over and 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 over. Wow, look at Thomas Andrew Lehrer. We hit on the 207 that connected with Gwyneth Paltrow. Look at that. Thomas Andrew Lehrer has 279, and that's Gwyneth Paltrow's birthday, the 27th day of the 9th month, trending at the same time. And that's in that reverse cipher. I don't know if you can see the little cursor thing I have here. Interesting how they call it a cursor. Satirist 115, math 15, Tom Lehrer 51. And this is all just on the fly stuff right here. There may be more in there as well. Wow, Tom has 15 as well, like math. Look at that. There may be more in there as well. I'm really not trying to take up your whole day. I mean, obviously you could tune away if you want. He dies on a 42 date numerology. Math equals 42. So I hope I explained that well. I think I did a solid job. Look at how how all this stuff connects. So if you leave a comment under this video, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, it better have something to do with these numbers and this calculator, which that would be semi understandable. If you don't see how all of this stuff connects, if you don't understand somebody's birthday and numbers affiliated with it, and you don't understand how dude dies 108 days after his birthday, and Bubba Wallace is also trending and he's got the 108 birthday, I don't know if there's much I can do for you, you know? But I mean, feel free to leave the comments. I'm not just going to brutally attack you unless I know you're a bot and you're being disrespectful. You know what I mean? The reason why I'm going to scan the article at this point is because sometimes there's a big number or something that pops out. Like if a 99, another, like, like look at this right here. Okay. They say he remained on the math faculty of the University of California at Santa Cruz well into his late 70s. And then it says in 2020 right after that. Look, you get those twos and the sevens right there, which we're landing on 2772 the whole time. That's why we look at the article, just kind of look for things that may pop. He cut his first record in 53. Okay. Remember, Hulk Hogan was born in 1953, trending with his death. They mention he's a mathematician, math, and they have Massachusetts right here, which has math in it, Math. Massachusetts, math. You see that? This is what I'm talking about, okay? The stuff is right in front of our face like that. And there may be more. And again, there may be some more symbolism. So that's my freaking breakdown. And a lot of that was on the fly, okay? I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to show you this code, right? So I hope you get it. If you don't get it, I mean, feel free to ask more questions. I didn't know about this guy before I saw it trending myself, okay? We all can learn together. Tom Lehrer song, I'll just say he's into satire. I'll just say that because I don't like that word like that. Satirist and mathematician dies at 97. So there's always more. Look at how this is trending. Boom, at the top. See? Trending, 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 right? For a reason. This stuff is all connected. It's a fake world we live in. Until next time.